Welcome back to Cartoon Tank Home. Today we are diving into a high-stakes battlefield engagement where desperation meets raw power. The unstoppable Techno-General is tearing through the sector, and the only thing standing between him and total annihilation is a daring gamble. Our protagonist, Mimic, faces an impossible task: hold the line against an overwhelming force while waiting for reinforcements. By resurrecting the fallen giant Tirpitz, Mimic attempts to bridge the power gap. But can a reanimated wreck truly stop a machine of such legendary destruction? Join us as we break down the tactical maneuvers, the sheer scale of this confrontation, and the looming arrival of reinforcements that might just change everything. Let's analyze this clash of titans. The battlefield trembles as the Techno Force surges forward. Leading this terrifying vanguard is none other than the Techno-General, a force of nature that has decimated everything in his path. This initial push sets the tone for the entire conflict, showing just how hopeless the situation is for the Alliance forces as they witness the sheer scale of the approaching mechanical nightmare. Caught off guard, the Alliance soldiers desperately attempt to hold their ground. They open fire with everything they have, hoping to dent the armor of the oncoming Techno-General. It is a classic David versus Goliath scenario, but in this universe, the odds are heavily stacked against the defenders, as their small caliber shells struggle to even scratch the surface of the enemy's formation. The Techno-General does not waste time. With calculated precision, he unleashes a devastating volley of 4 massive projectiles. These are not ordinary shells. They are instruments of total destruction designed to erase resistance in a single strike. Watching this, the audience understands that the Alliance's primary defense is about to be completely dismantled by the sheer weight of this overwhelming technological superiority. The impact is absolute. In a matter of seconds, the Alliance line is shattered. The visual carnage serves as a stark reminder that in these wars, there is no room for error. The Techno-General moves through the smoke, indifferent to the destruction he has caused. The Alliance soldiers stood no chance against such raw, unchecked power, leaving the sector vulnerable and completely open. Even when hit, the Techno Force display a terrifying resilience. One unit, despite taking a direct impact, barely flinches. It stabilizes its chassis and immediately returns fire with lethal accuracy. This sequence emphasizes that the Techno Army is not just powerful, it is durable and relentless, making the task for any resistance fighter infinitely more difficult as they face these near indestructible mechanical monsters. The relentless barrage from the Techno Force is too much to bear. The defensive line crumbles under the pressure, leaving the Alliance no choice but to retreat. The battlefield is littered with debris, and the sheer efficiency of the Techno advance is chilling. It is a clear demonstration of how quickly a battle can turn when the tactical advantage is entirely lost to superior hardware. With the defenders in retreat, the Techno Force sweep through the graveyard of metal they have created. They move with an eerie, rhythmic precision, stepping over the burning hulls of fallen Alliance tanks. This scene effectively communicates that the sector is now under their complete control. There is no mercy, no hesitation, just a cold, mechanical march toward their final objective within this sector. The command center is in a state of high alert. The mission is clear: hold the line at all costs until reinforcements arrive. The tension is palpable as the orders are relayed. How can they possibly survive against such odds? The answer lies in a desperate plan involving a fallen legend. The stakes are raised, and the clock is ticking for our heroes to act. Enter Mimic, the brave soul tasked with the impossible. With the orders received, he immediately shifts into gear. He knows that his current capabilities are insufficient, but he possesses the ingenuity to adapt. This marks the beginning of a transformation sequence where Mimic must seek out the necessary tools to even stand a chance against the impending doom of the Techno-General's arrival. The stakes are so high that reinforcements are called in. A German officer signals for the legendary Murat and Leviathan to move. Their arrival is the only hope, but they are still miles away. This creates a narrative tension that forces the audience to wonder if the cavalry will arrive in time to save what remains of the Alliance from the encroaching darkness. At coordinates M94, the discovery is made: the remains of the Tirpitz, once a proud titan of the battlefield. It now lies broken and silent. Its massive frame is a graveyard of potential, waiting for someone to wake it from its slumber. It is a haunting image that underscores the brutal reality of the war, where even giants eventually fall to the relentless tide. Looking at the massive Tirpitz, Mimic feels the weight of the situation. That's an impressive size. I hope I can handle this, he whispers. It is a moment of vulnerability. He is not just looking at a machine, he is looking at his only chance for survival. The sheer scale of the Tirpitz is intimidating, but he has no other option left. Without a second thought, Mimic dives into the heart of the beast. He enters the Tirpitz, navigating its dark, twisted interior. This is the moment of commitment. He is no longer just a pilot, he is becoming part of the machine. The integration process is tense, as he searches for any remaining power to jumpstart the dead engine of this massive war machine. Inside the Tirpitz, Mimic works feverishly. He bypasses damaged circuits and reconnects severed cables. Every second counts, and he knows that the Techno-General is closing in. This scene highlights his technical expertise as he breathes life back into the rusted giant. It is a race against time, with the future of the entire sector resting on his ability to successfully repair the internal systems. Suddenly, the machine groans to life. The Tirpitz awakens, its systems flickering back on with a roar. Mimic has done it. The giant is ready to serve once more. This is a pivotal moment in the battle. As the balance of power shifts, the Tirpitz stands tall again, prepared to hold the line against the encroaching threat of the Techno-General until help finally arrives. Even fully operational, the Tirpitz is still damaged. Mimic scavenges parts from the surrounding wreckage, welding them to the hull to reinforce the massive tank. This shows his tactical awareness. He knows that raw power isn't enough. He needs durability too. Every plate added is another second of survival against the inevitable onslaught that he knows is coming from the Techno-General's forces. The Techno-General notices the movement and immediately pivots. He recognizes the Tirpitz as a threat and unleashes a barrage of fire. The impact shakes the ground, but Mimic stands his ground. This is the start of the final standoff. Two titans, one representing the old world and one representing the cold, efficient future, collide in a spectacular display of destructive force. The Tirpitz responds in kind. Its cannons roar, sending massive shells hurtling toward the Techno-General. Despite the age of the chassis, the firepower is immense. Mimic proves that he is a master of this machine, landing precision shots that force the Techno-General to adapt his strategy. It is a brutal exchange, with both sides refusing to yield an inch of ground in this sector. The Techno-General grows impatient. He increases his aggression, pushing forward with a relentless assault. Every move he makes is designed to overwhelm and crush the Tirpitz. The intensity of the fight escalates, with explosions lighting up the sky and the very earth beneath them cracking under the pressure of their combined combat power. The Tirpitz is truly being put to the ultimate test. Shells pierce the Tirpitz's hull, but Mimic refuses to quit. He frantically reroutes power and patches the armor, keeping the machine functional against all odds. It is a testament to his skill and determination. He knows that if he falls, the sector falls. This constant cycle of damage and repair keeps the giant in the fight, buying precious time for the expected reinforcements to arrive. The battle pauses for a split second. A close-up reveals the intensity in the eyes of these two warriors, or rather, the sensors of these two machines. It is a silent standoff, a moment of mutual recognition of the threat each poses to the other. The tension is thick, signaling that the next move will likely decide the outcome of this entire, brutal engagement. Mimic takes the initiative, pushing the Tirpitz forward in a desperate attempt to break the Techno-General's momentum. He unleashes a barrage of fire, hoping to catch the enemy off guard. It is a bold move, one that shows he is not just playing defense, he is fighting to win, even if the odds are overwhelmingly against him in this desperate struggle for survival. The Techno-General is unfazed. He blocks the incoming fire with ease and delivers a crushing counterattack that sends the Tirpitz reeling. It is a stark reminder of his superiority, no matter how much Mimic tries. The raw power of the Techno-General is simply on another level. The Tirpitz is pushed back, its defenses failing under the weight of the overwhelming, relentless counter-strikes. Then, the end arrives. The Techno-General lunges forward, his strength culminating in a single, devastating strike. He pierces the center of the Tirpitz, tearing the giant in two. The sight is horrific, a complete destruction of the machine that Mimic worked so hard to restore. The hope of holding the line seems to vanish with the shattered remains of the once mighty Tirpitz tank. The Techno-General isn't done. He lifts the remains of the Tirpitz's head, exposing Mimic inside. As the machine is tossed aside, Mimic falls to the ground, helpless and exposed. It is a moment of total defeat, the culmination of a fight that pushed him to his limits. The Techno-General stands victorious, looking down at the fallen pilot, the battle seemingly lost. Just as all seems lost, the tide shifts. Mimic and Leviathan arrive on the scene. Their presence alone changes the entire dynamic of the battlefield. The Techno-General turns to face these new, formidable threats, and the screen cuts to black. The battle is far from over, and the arrival of these reinforcements promises a clash of legends that will surely redefine the war forever. The battle between the Tirpitz and the Techno-General was a masterclass in desperation and tactical sacrifice. While Mimic ultimately couldn't withstand the raw power of his opponent, his bravery bought enough time for the heavy hitters to arrive. This conflict highlights that in the world of tanks, even the most legendary machines can be broken, but it is the pilot's will that truly defines the fight. With Mimic and Leviathan now on the field, the true war has only just begun.